Hello, my friends. Today, the United States is the world's largest poultry producer with an estimated chicken meat output of about 20 million tons a year. If we talk specifically about egg production, the US ranks second in the world, after China, with 109.5 billion eggs produced each year. Although egg production is lower than China's, chicken eggs in the US are famous for being better than China's in terms of nutritional content and care technology. Chicken farms scattered across the states are not only places that produce high-quality eggs, but are also safe gardens where chickens are well cared for and have good living conditions. So today is the perfect time for us to go to the vast chicken farms in the US states to see how they create billions of eggs and earn billions of dollars every year. In your opinion, did the chicken come first, or did the egg come first? There are many different ways to judge, but in this video, let's start the journey of an egg from a chicken farm. This is what happens on a chicken farm in Pennsylvania, one of the largest egg-producing states in the country, with about 8.1 billion eggs produced each year. Here, chickens are raised mainly to produce eggs, and the secondary purpose is to produce chicken meat. In addition to Pennsylvania, there are also leading states in egg production such as Iowa, Indiana, and Ohio. These are 4.5 to 6-month-old chickens, a perfect age to start being able to lay eggs. Egg production will peak when chickens are between 6 months and 2 years old. After this period, egg production gradually decreases. Managing the age of the flock is important, and introducing new hens to replace old ones is a common practice. In airy barns, chickens are raised with adequate food and water. In particular, laying hens need a balanced diet with enough protein, calcium, and other nutrients to produce eggs effectively. Diets rich in calcium are essential for eggshell production, but can be harmful to non-laying chickens. Additionally, light affects egg-laying patterns, as hens lay more when the days are longer. The ideal amount of light for egg production is about 14 to 15 hours per day. Therefore, farms in the US often turn on lights at night to fool chickens into thinking it is daytime. It is now about 8 a.m., about 2,750 laying hens at the farm have woken up early and started their day. Each day, each chicken lays a maximum of 1 egg. After laying eggs, it takes about another 26 hours for them to lay another egg, and the special moment has arrived. After about 3 seconds of standing still, the hen stirred slightly, and the egg gently fell out. Immediately after that, the egg rolls down the conveyor belt that has been designed with a certain slope. Thanks to this smart design, the egg is automatically transported to the next area. And this is what happens inside an egg-laying chicken farm in Iowa, the state that produces the most eggs in the United States, with an output of about 15 billion per year. It is now 9 p.m., so naturally, chickens will go to sleep and not give birth at this time. Fortunately, the farmer came up with a way to light up the farm for an additional 4 to 5 hours, the purpose of which was to fool the chickens into thinking it was daytime and they could lay eggs. At the end of the day, this farm can collect up to 8,600 quality eggs. On average, for every 17 eggs born, 1 egg will be damaged. And to know whether the egg meets standards before being sold to the market, the egg needs to go through many strict testing steps right away. The eggs finally reach the next area. When the newly laid eggs reach the end of the conveyor belt, many workers wait ready to begin sorting the eggs. Workers use their hands to place eggs into each tray containing 30 eggs. The egg trays are stacked on top of each other, preparing for transportation to the factory for further processing. At the factory, The eggs are now slowly transferred into a UVC sterilization chamber, which is a machine sterilization chamber that removes bacteria from the egg and checks for abnormalities within it. The machine can identify defective egg samples and then digitally mark them. It also keeps track of how many eggs are produced and what percentage of products are rejected. Now the eggs are going into a printer that marks each top and side of the egg in turn. Workers use a laser printer to print the production date or the name of the farm that produced the egg. It's finally time to pack the eggs. Today in the US, egg packaging is mostly done automatically. One packaging machine takes empty egg trays and places them on a conveyor belt. Then another machine fills the empty space. Next, there is a part that automatically closes the packaging lid. In some factories, this process can be done by hand. The label is then added to the egg cartons at the final stage, where the eggs are collected and ready to leave the factory for the consumer. In the United States, the average person consumes about 285 eggs per year. On the other hand, the United States produces about 9.2 billion eggs a year. In addition to serving domestic demand, the United States also exports eggs to foreign countries such as Canada, Mexico, and Japan. In 2021, the United States exported eggs worth 596 million USD, making it the 12th largest egg exporting country in the world. Surprisingly, the country that exports the most eggs in the world is not China, but the Netherlands.
Hello, my friends. In recent years, there's been a model of raising chickens that has become very popular: raising free-range chickens. Free-range chicken meat brings superior quality and higher income to farmers, but raising them is not simple. Therefore, today we'll visit a 4,310-acre farm in California, USA, to see how farmers here raise millions of free-range chickens every year. Currently, there are approximately 518.3 million chickens raised in the United States. Surprisingly, 96.4% of the above-mentioned chickens are raised in captive farms. About 3% of the remaining chickens are raised freely on grasslands. What do you understand about free-range chickens? Free-range is a term that refers to a farming method where chickens can roam freely outdoors instead of being kept in a cage for 24 hours a day. Therefore, free-range chickens are also called happy chickens. Every year, about 22.3 million hens in the United States are raised free-range for two main purposes: for eggs and for meat. It's a foggy morning at a free-range chicken farm. From 6:30 a.m., the farm owner wakes up and moves to the barn. The first job when waking up is to take care of the chickens that lay eggs. The man is feeding the hens food and water. Their food is pellets consisting of pureed vegetables or little grain. Each hen here needs to be fed at least 1/4 pound of food per day. Each well-nourished free-range hen can lay up to 257 eggs per year. In one day, each chicken usually gives a single egg. Normally, every day it takes farmers 1 to 2 hours to feed the chickens. clean the coop and collect eggs. According to the survey, in the United States, 64% of eggs collected from farms are sold to markets and supermarkets. About 33% are incubated and hatch into chicks. The remaining small amount are spoiled eggs and will be thrown away. The next place we will visit in this video is a free-range chicken farm in Iowa, which is also the state with the largest number of chickens in the country, with more than 61 million chickens. Here's what's going on inside the chicken coop. More than 900 chicks will be raised here for 3 weeks before they are moved to pasture. These are 2-week-old chicks, and in about 10 days they will be moved to pasture to start a new life. Currently, there are approximately 196,000 operating chicken farms in the United States, and only about 11 of them are free-range chicken farms. Now, the chickens are sturdy enough to roam the pasture. In this pasture, a mobile chicken coop has been prepared to welcome new members. Each chicken coop like this will be used to raise 50 chickens. 1 acre can be used to graze about 545 chickens. Here, chickens are allowed to roam outdoors during the day, and free-range chicken coops are required to have a path to the outside. Unlike caged hens, they are always locked indoors 24/7. Whether raised indoors or outdoors, water is the most important nutrient for chickens, especially newly hatched chicks. An adult chicken will drink about 1.3 gallons of water per day. Chicken feed is mainly cornmeal, soybean meal, and pellets. It is estimated that the amount of corn used as chicken feed in the U.S. annually is more than 1.2 billion bushels. The amount of soybeans is more than 500 million bushels, and the amount of mixed feed used is 60 million tons. Free-range chickens provide superior quality meat with 3 times more nutrients. However, there is a big problem here. If chickens roam 100% outdoors, they will be directly exposed to bad weather. In addition, chickens will easily become prey for foxes and hawks. Therefore, farmers here take advantage of the outdoor barn to let their chickens graze during the day and still have a safe coop at night. Does anyone wonder how free-range chickens survive the harsh winters? This is the farm when winter has come. The temperature outside is 5 degrees Celsius. Free-range chickens don't have insects to eat, but they like to scratch under light snow and eat what's left on the ground. On really cold, snowy days, farmers will lock chickens in cages to ensure their health. Free-range chickens can take more than 5 to 6 weeks to be ready for market. In the U.S., the common chicken slaughter time is 47 days. The farm owner is selecting chickens that meet weight standards to put into the slaughterhouse. Their average weight is about 5.7 pounds. The chickens will have to travel 11 kilometers to get to the slaughter center. This is a panoramic view of the chicken slaughterhouse. Each chicken is kept in a separate cage. The time to slaughter a chicken only lasts about 6 minutes. Every day, 20 workers here can slaughter a total of 455 chickens. In the U.S., about 2 million chickens are slaughtered every day. That would require thousands of slaughterhouses, each killing thousands of chickens every hour. America's largest chicken slaughterhouse alone kills 3 million chickens every week. Free-range chickens will be cleaned after slaughter. Chicken can be left whole or divided into meat parts such as wings, thighs, and breasts. Free-range chicken is 1.5 times more expensive, but still sells well thanks to its lower calories and fat. The reason is because they have a more natural and cleaner diet than chickens raised in cages. Free-range chickens account for about 3.5% of the total chicken market in the U.S. In addition to raising for meat, free-range hens in the U.S. can continue to be raised for 6 to 8 years for eggs. Each year, the United States produces 97 billion eggs, and about 11 billion of those eggs are harvested from free-range farms. On each farm, farmers can harvest more than 345 eggs within 1 hour. Every day, the average farm harvests nearly 980 free-range eggs. This is a process in which thousands of eggs are being transferred from the farm to the packing plant. After checking and cleaning, workers will label free range on the eggshells to distinguish them from regular cage-raised eggs. Researchers found that an egg from a free-range chicken contains twice as much omega-3 fats, 3 times as much vitamin D, 4 times as much vitamin E, and 7 times as much beta-carotene than a chicken egg fed with traditional food. Additionally, free-range eggs contain 1/3 less cholesterol than conventional supermarket eggs. A standard egg contains an average of 423 milligrams of cholesterol, while free-range eggs contain an average of 277 milligrams. If cholesterol is a concern for you, free-range eggs are a smart choice. While harvesting eggs and raising meat, raising free-range chickens can increase farmers' income by 60 to 70% per acre of land. However, for free-range chicken farmers, love for the chickens is placed higher than profits. The term free-range immediately makes us think of flocks of chickens roaming green pastures or open prairies. It's great to see them enjoying their freedom throughout their lives. What do you think about this interesting chicken raising model? Have you ever enjoyed free-range chicken meat and eggs? Please share your thoughts below. And now, goodbye, and we'll see you again.